Shalom, shalom, family, and aloha from Maui, Hawaii. This is your Sister ChaYah with your Melchizedek News headlines for Wednesday, August 20th. I pray that you all are well, and thank you for joining me. We got a lot to get caught up on, especially in regards to this Hurricane Aaron, which I'm now calling Hocus Pocus in the Oceans. Yes, brothers and sisters, there is a lot going on with this hurricane. And the mainstream news media, they've been talking about this hurricane for about almost 3 weeks. So that lets me know there's definitely some hocus pocus involved. I also like to call it, as you see there. Those that have eyes to see, they can see, because the scriptures bear witness of everything that is happening right now, including the circumventing of the weather. And that's where we're going to start. But first, since I have your attention, I want you all to join the new website. That's right. I'm doing some awesome things with the Melchizedek Network. And I want you to head over there when you get done watching these headlines and sign up for the notifications. These social media platforms are doing a lot of changes coming to TikTok in September, YouTube, Facebook, and unfortunately, a lot of censoring occurring. So if you want to get caught up to date on everything that's going on with the world and want to have a legitimate source, the Melchizedek Network is where you want to be. Over there, you're going to get news headlines like you're getting now, edification that's spiritually natured. You're going to hear from other brothers and sisters that have things to contribute. And by the way, since I'm speaking of that, brothers and sisters that are on social media, if you would like additional exposure, hit me up so I can share your content. There's no fee, any type of monetization that's involved with anything that Sister ChaYah does with the Melchizedek Network. Doesn't cost you a thing. Everything is free. I do everything that I do for the Most High. That's what Brother Yosef, we are all about, community. And speaking of Brother Yosef, he sends his love. And he's out in the field, but he wanted you to know that he said Shalom. We love you all with real love and real respect always. Also, since I'm talking about family, brothers and sisters, I want you all to know that my mini-me, yes, my baby girl, she has relocated here with us in the Hawaiian Islands, and that warms my heart, especially after losing my son in 2022, tragically because of that thing right there. I'm very vocal about it. But it's a pleasure and a blessing to have my daughter here, and it warms my heart. So I just wanted to share that with you. Her name is Zaire. So yes, my mini-me. And she's doing some things too with her channel. So I'm going to be sharing some things that she's doing as well on the Melchizedek Network. So be sure to sign up, brothers and sisters. It's some good things that we're doing for the body of the Most High. That's right. This is the channel that represents for the King of Kings, the true Messiah. And all are welcome here, all people. So the slogan here is peace, love, unity, and respect for all. Now, with that being said, we got a lot of headlines. Let's get into this Hurricane Aaron situation, because I am highly disturbed by the things that I'm hearing. And as this thing comes close to shore, particularly the southeast and the east coast, especially states like South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, even other states, this is looking like it's going to be quite catastrophic. It doesn't have to make a direct impact, brothers and sisters, to do a lot of damage. That's right, especially when things are being circumvented. So let's go over here to Fox and get an update and just look at the whole theater and drama behind this hurricane. It's like this is a true production right now. So I want you all to pay attention, and if you have eyes to see, you see exactly what is being planned.
I've got one that can see.
Our team of expert meteorologists as well as correspondents, they're ready for Aaron's impacts. They've been positioned along the entire eastern seaboard since the beginning of the week, and we have live reports throughout the show today.
We do want to begin, however, with Fox Weather hurricane specialist Brian Norcross. Brian, good morning to you. The latest advisory that is in, but how wild is it to see this hurricane off the shores of the southeast and able to comfortably talk about it and know we have no landfall?
Yeah, it really is miraculous. We're going to know it's out there. It's going to have significant effects all along the coast, but to not have to deal with the direct landfall and something like a Hurricane Ike from 2008 that did all that damage in a similar intensity kind of storm and a similar structure kind of storm to this is really kind of a blessing. And your observation was exactly right. The fact that we're seeing a very round system right now tells us that the atmospheric pattern over the hurricane has dramatically improved since yesterday, or become more conducive to.
Do you all see that eye of the storm? Do you hear the gentleman, how he's talking? I call it hocus pocus in the oceans.
Tracking Aaron, here we go. Hurricane Aaron is surging through the northern part of the southeast coastline. You can see it right there. It's a big storm. I mean, geographically speaking, you're talking about almost 600 miles wide worth of tropical storm force winds. That's huge. It's going to affect millions of people along the eastern seaboard, and it already has. Evacuations are underway for parts of coastal North Carolina, and there's more behind it. We got a 60% chance of seeing a tropical depression over the next week. Behind that one, another tropical wave. 40% chance we see another named storm out there, too. Yeah, we're starting to get into the peak of the season. The biggest threat, though, for Aaron is going to be the big waves, the beach erosion, the rip currents, the whole thing. Watch that forecast going into a major hurricane. Could be a Category 3 by this time tomorrow morning and overnight tonight.
Yes, brothers and sisters, that Hurricane Aaron looks extremely dangerous. We should expect some catastrophic damage, so stay aware and prepare for those along the southeast and east coast. I'll keep you updated. Meanwhile, over in Europe, they're still battling catastrophic fires there. There are many fires currently burning all around the world. Next time I bring these headlines to you, I'm going to show you the world map with how many fires are currently burning around the world. Check this out.
From above, a glimpse at the enormity of the task for Spanish firefighters. The largest area of land burnt in a single year since the nation's records began. Nearly 350,000 hectares scorched across the country, an area equivalent to the Spanish island of Majorca.
Brothers and sisters, the world is in chaos and confusion and in a state of crisis. That's why the hashtag here on the Melchizedek Network is pray, the number 4 all. Pray for all, and not just say it with your lips, but show it in your actions. Prayer is an action word. We must love our neighbor. Let's get a Melchizedek precept of the day, because we truly need it with all that we're seeing and all that's coming. Let's hear from Brother Maurice here on YouTube at Brother Maurice.
Pray for peace. The Third Testament, chapter 51, verse 32. To those who follow me, I put the peace of the world on their heart, so that they may stand up for it and pray for it. The nations will soon send up their prayers to ask me for peace, which I've offered them at all times. The Book of Remembrance of Melchizedek, Little Book 2, verse 106. Because after my arm is revealed, when all flesh will behold my presence in creation, Babylon will fall, leaving no remnant, and all who depend on her will need compassion from my elect. even to the extent that they will receive it. Shalom.
Shalom, and thank you, Brother Maurice. And he's correct. The scriptures say the world is going to need compassion, love, understanding, sympathy, empathy. They need that now, but it's so much that's coming. As we continue to talk about this Hurricane Aaron, let's not forget other brothers and sisters that are going through all kind of after effects of just storms, tornadoes, fires that have, been ravishing all kind of cities around the U.S. I have some footage that I want to show you coming out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They had that devastating storm just week before last where they got dumped with almost 15 inches of rain in less than 24 hours. I want you to hear something.
This creek that flooded, pushing floodwaters into the basement of this home, and now the man who lives here is asking when FEMA will come to assess the damage here in Milwaukee County. It looks like a wall caved in there.
That was a bedroom, but I had a full bedroom over there.
Eddie Dixon lives near 61st and Lawn in Milwaukee.
This is my life. My life was in this basement.
He lives in just one of dozens of homes in this area destroyed by water during the historic flash flooding earlier this month.
But nobody is focusing on our neighborhood, where we have lost everything. The government is not helping. It's just ridiculous, man. Nobody's helping to do anything.
With insurance in flux, Eddie says he's on his own. Unsure of where to turn next. With his house condemned, he and his wife are staying with their daughter for the time being. It's been a week since these floods. There's more rain expected today. How soon do you need FEMA to come get this process going?
I need help yesterday. Not today. I need help yesterday.
You heard him. I need help yesterday. Where is the help from the federal government, from FEMA, with assistance to all these cities where people have lost everything because of these catastrophic storms, tornadoes, fires? We are living in the hour, family, very much a time to love thy neighbor, pray for all. He said that he and his wife had to move back in with family, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of that. Meanwhile, in the USA,
this dramatic video shows the moment a gas line exploded along a busy Wilmington, North Carolina road today. Police say firefighters seen here were responding to a gas leak at a veterinary hospital when this gas line blew up. Debris blasted hundreds of feet in the air, along with a ball of flames and these massive plumes of black smoke.
It's an explosion every week now. They're normalizing explosions. That's what we're living in, brothers and sisters. Meanwhile, at the airports.
Are you kidding me? Y'all back away. Are you kidding me? Back away. Are you kidding me? 3 to 3 weeks? When I need to go and bury my brother?
Ooh, that's assault.
3 weeks. 3 weeks for my money, right? 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 3 weeks. 2 flights wasted. 2 flights wasted. 2 flights, 3 planes. After 45 minutes.
Hey, is it a joke?
Call the police.
For who?
If it's not hocus pocus in the skies, it's hocus pocus at the airports. Let's go over to the oceans and the seas because there seems to be chaos and confusion over there as well. People passing away suddenly while on vacation. We've been having several stories like this in the news over the last couple of years.
The Royal Bahamas police say the two Americans, both in their 70s, died within hours of each other at this private Carnival Cruise Line destination called Celebration Key. Investigators are describing both events as drowning incidents. First, police say late Friday morning, a 79-year-old man became unresponsive while snorkeling at a beach. Then that afternoon, investigators say a 74-year-old woman who sailed on a different ship became unresponsive while swimming in a pool. Both times, a lifeguard gave assistance and CPR was administered, according to police. Celebration Key on Grand Bahama Island has only been open for weeks.
So regardless of the cruise line, if you're getting off the ship but going to the cruise line's private destination, they treat safety, security, medical personnel, all of that the same as if you were on the ship itself?
Absolutely. The number one aspect of any ship's design is safety.
Safety. And I love to cruise, but with everything that's going on right now, it's making me think twice. So much, family. Meanwhile, let's go back over here to Washington, D.C., because our political leaders, they are in turmoil. That's all I can say. This whole situation about Trump putting the military on the ground over in D.C. is causing some straight up mass panic over there. And it's not sitting well with the mayor of D.C. And I got to say, I see her point on this because there's some things that don't make sense to me either. Let's hear about it.
D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser did not mince words today when asked about the growing number of National Guard troops coming to the district, telling reporters today, quote, "It makes no sense."
Well, we are now learning that Mississippi is the latest state to volunteer to send troops. They join West Virginia, South Carolina, and Ohio. Some of the troops, we're told, could be armed. The additional troops are being added as federal officials tout a large number of arrests.
News 4's Paul Wagner is joining us live from the Armory tonight with the story. Paul.
Hi there, DC Mayor Muriel Bowser clearly very unhappy with having troops here in the city. And now we've learned, as you mentioned, these troops coming from Mississippi, where the governor put out a statement saying clearly crime is out of control in the city and something needs to be done about it. Here outside the Armory, I did see a couple of dozen troops getting onto a bus a little while ago. They were wearing flak jackets, but I couldn't see sidearms, and I didn't see any kind of weapon at all, no rifles. But where they were going, well, that's unclear. This was the scene near the Ellipse today as the president's crime emergency enters its second week. A small number of troops who appeared to be unarmed. Over the weekend, we learned in addition to the 800 D.C. National Guardsmen activated last week by President Trump, the governors of West Virginia, South Carolina, and Ohio, all red states, were sending as many as 800 more. A decision that did not sit well with D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser.
This doesn't make sense. You know it doesn't make sense. The numbers on the ground in the district don't support 1,000 people from other states coming to Washington, D.C. You know that.
I'm in agreement with the mayor and Sistah ChaYah. I see something else here. What's really going on, behind the smoke screen that's being presented to the American people? Meanwhile, what else is Mr. Trump up to? Because I don't think the rest of the world really look at him as a credible, reputable leader.
We begin tonight in Ukraine, where Russia launched its largest airstrike since the end of July. Nearly 300 drones and missiles targeted Ukraine's energy infrastructure. This comes as CBS News has confirmed Budapest, Hungary is being considered for a possible meeting between Zelensky and Putin. CBS's Holly Williams is in Ukraine's capital city, where skepticism about whether Putin wants to end his war is growing.
Very simple goal. We want to stop the killing, get this settled.
President Trump is still confident he can bring peace to Ukraine. In a revealing moment yesterday, caught on a hot mic, he seemed to suggest that Vladimir Putin might agree to it as a personal favor.
I think he wants to make it. You understand that, as crazy as it sounds?
America's allies won't question Trump publicly.
I think we could take a really important step forward today.
Theater going on, family. Theater going on here. Meanwhile,
the Director of National Intelligence has revoked security clearances for dozens of current and former national security officials. A source says the list includes those involved in assessing Russia's efforts to influence the 2016 election, as well as members of former President Joe Biden's National Security Council. A DNI memo accuses them of politicizing and weaponizing intelligence for personal or partisan agenda.
they're revoking clearances, they're arresting each other. The leaders are in chaos and confusion, family. They can't get it together. And they never will without the law of the Most High. Man has become prideful and thinks that he has the answers to it all, but he doesn't.
Tonight, the Trump administration is cracking down on drug cartels at sea. A source briefed on the matter tells NBC News the U.S. is planning to deploy these 3 warships near Venezuela. President Trump focusing on drugs coming to the coasts after reducing illegal border crossings to record lows.
They continue to send drugs into our country, Venezuela. Yeah, they've been very nasty.
The Trump administration also recently doubling to $50 million its reward for the arrest of Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro, saying he violated U.S. drug laws. Meanwhile, in the fight against traffickers, the Coast Guard says it intercepted more than $138 million worth of drugs in the Caribbean this summer. Earlier this year, the president...
Is it just me, family, but does it appear that America is maybe doing too much? To me, they're really stretching their resources that have been depleted because of many wars and rumors of wars, sending money here. It seems like they are outstretching their resources in all these different parts of the world. But yet people think that the USA is the greatest nation. That's not what the scriptures say. Greatest in ignorance, pride, materialism, capitalism. Yes, that's what the scriptures say. In wickedness. Yes. Meanwhile, the Simpsons keep dropping hits. You know, they know the whole story. They predicted it all. Who do they know? Who are they related to? Who are they connected to? Where are they getting all this information? Is what Sistah ChaYah wants to know.
Simpsons predicted Hurricane Aaron would destroy the United States. In Season 8, Springfield suffers through extreme heat. Marge wipes her forehead.
I could bake a casserole right on the driveway.
Suddenly, TV screens flicker with emergency graphics. Hurricane Aaron barrels toward the East Coast. Thunder rattles every window. Winds rip banners off Springfield Elementary. Kent Brockman reports that Aaron has become the largest storm ever recorded. Church pews crash through stained glass windows. The town fountain explodes under pressure. Sirens wail across every street. Outside, panic spreads. Shelves at the Quickie Mart empty instantly. Gasoline pumps run dry in minutes. Apu boards the windows. Houses rip from their foundations. Tree branches spear through car windshields. The church bell tolls on its own. Downtown billboards collapse into the streets. The power grid sparks and plunges the town into blackness. Ned Flanders prays loudly in his basement. His lawn chair sails past the window. The Simpsons huddle together underground. Marge clutches the kids tighter. Homer's flashlight dies. Above them, the roof creaks and groans. Springfield vanishes beneath a swirling wall of clouds. The entire U.S. coastline disappears.
Theater, brothers and sisters. The world is a stage. We're watching theater. And you know why? Because with all this going on, we got RoboCop roaming the streets. Oh, Bizarro World. Yes. while suspects are on the loose after acid attacks.
An acid attack suspect, Marquise Johnson, is now charged with assault in the first degree. Police identified the 34-year-old after he was caught on surveillance cameras near the scene where a chef was doused in the face with sulfuric acid on August 8th. HPD has not revealed a motive. At last check, the 30-year-old victim was in stable condition. Johnson's bail is set at $500,000.
Chaos and confusion. The malicious bandits roaming wild right now.
Kevin Watson's murder has already been viewed nearly 2 million times on Facebook as he was killed in the middle of his Facebook Live. In that video, you can see him getting out of his car before hearing a single gunshot fired, happening mere blocks away from this police station here in South Austin.
Get into it with y'all, because y'all ain't got no respect. What's up, bro? What's up?
Kevin Watson's final moments captured on Facebook Live as gunfire rang out in this parking lot Wednesday evening on Madison near LeClaire Avenue in Chicago's South Austin neighborhood.
So many stories that we've heard like this with people getting unalived on social media platforms. That's why I'm telling you, family, it's about to be some major changes with these social media platforms. So come over to the MelchizedekNetwork.com because this is going to be one of the sources that you'll be able to depend on when things start going dark and become extremely censored. You think we have censorship now? Oh no, they're about to shut people out of what's really happening on different social media platforms, week after week, month after month, year after year. And you wonder why they're going to start doing some major censoring. Yeah, because stories like even this one out of Chicago where you got a family straight fighting with the police in the neighborhood. No,
bro. Hell no. Hell no. I'm gonna do it, bro. Let me get him! Let me get him! Let me get him! Let me get him, bro. Over here.
Family, it's time to get prayed up and get on the spiritual ark of the Most High. It's time to repent so that you can love your neighbor. As you can see, just total wickedness going on all around, not just the USA, but all around the world. Meanwhile,
But right now at 3:30, a woman is behind bars after police say she threatened to shoot another woman in the school drop-off line.
And she faced a judge this morning on a number of charges. Local 10's Roy Ramos live in Miami with the latest on the case. Roy.
Louis and Janice, yesterday, the first day of school for Miami-Dade County students, and this mother says she was just trying to cross the street with her son who is autistic and unfortunately doesn't walk very quickly. Well, she says that is what enraged another mother who then threatened to shoot her, she says.
She said, I'm going to tell you this. You have one more thing to say. Just say one word and I'm going to shoot you in your face.
Jennifer Escobar reliving the terrifying moment she came face to face with 39-year-old Erica Cruz, who allegedly threatened to shoot her.
people have demonic spirits right now. They are short fused everywhere right now.
Other news this evening, police have identified the woman found brutally murdered on the Cross County Parkway. The nightlife influencer was found dead behind the wheel. She'd been shot multiple times on her way home from work. Now police are searching for whoever pulled the trigger, and they're trying to figure out why. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo is live in Inwood with more. Anthony?
Stories like that I'm seeing 4, 5, 6 times a day. That's the hour that we're in. Meanwhile, this footage was captured on video regarding some social media influencers. A lot of these social media influencers, if that's what you want to call them, I just call it brothers and sisters trying to make a quick buck, you know, on these platforms. But these platforms are getting many people in trouble and caught in the middle of danger.
Dramatic video shows the moments two food influencers were hit by a car while they were mid-bite in one of their food reviews. I want to warn you, the video could be hard to watch. The couple says they were filming inside a restaurant in Houston, Texas. Whoa, that's when an SUV came barreling through the glass right into the booth they were sitting in. Amazingly enough, both of them were able to walk away.
Amazing footage. I'm glad they're okay. There's so much going on. Sometimes you don't even know what's real or what's Memorex, you know? So much going on these social media platforms, so much that is being broadcasted on the image of the beast, you know. Makes you think about the scriptures. The image of the beast being broadcast on the rooftops of the world. Meanwhile, check this out. This was at a concert. Someone lost her life at a concert in Pasadena. You can't go anywhere. It's pretty much at this point time to just stay home.
A woman says she drove for hours to attend a concert at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, only to be brutally attacked and knocked unconscious.
And the whole disturbing attack was caught on camera. Rachel Medetov live in Pasadena with details. Rachel.
Micah shared the video getting a lot of attention. Many people commenting online saying the event was really packed. It was hard to move about the aisles. And they're now calling into question the venue's security. A brutal beating caught on camera in the middle of the Rufus Du Sol concert. The victim says she was there for a night of fun and electronic music, and suddenly things turned violent. She says a fellow concert goer a few rows ahead of her became irate after her friend accidentally spilled his drink. She says they apologized repeatedly, but even so, 30 minutes later, he returned to her section and punched her square in the face, causing her to black out on the ground. Her fiance, she says, also
I told you, malicious bandits are out. That's right. Concert, you mix that with the frequency that's in the air from the music, with alcohol and other things, you know, other things that people be taking. And that's what you get. Violence. Violence, and it's enough of it. These cell phones and these social media platforms are capturing a lot. And there's a lot of information that's being released right now on these rooftops. I'm wondering who's behind exposing the truth about all the fast food restaurants. For those of you that have been on TikTok, you know they've been talking about McDonald's and Burger King and Chick-fil-A. And
welcome
let's
to
take a listen.
Chick-fil-A, home of the original chicken sandwich. Why don't you come inside and I will show you around.
Our experience starts here with the cashier. We have them trained to be the nicest so everyone feels good when ordering.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Here she is in all of her glory, the original chicken sandwich. Over 50 ingredients created right here in our Chick-fil-A labs.
It all starts with the chicken, the most important part. We've perfected the LGC, lab-grown chicken.
So the trick is to take a little bit of DNA from this little guy here,
and then we put it in some dishes to grow little guys like these. Pretty cool, right? Once fully grown, we give them their special blend shot that gets them ready for you, our blessed customers.
How did you think we had enough chicken for all of you people?
Eat more chicken.
Very disturbing. But very much the truth. In plain sight. There's a lot that's coming out on these airwaves. A lot of truth, even regarding history, brothers and sisters. Speaking of history, I want to show you a few of my highly recommended books. That's right, brothers and sisters, because I want to share something with you before I leave out of these Melchizedek News headlines. But because so much is going on and things being exposed, I thought I'd just share a few of my favorite books that you can get on any online bookstore, including Amazon. Make these a part of your library because there's some really good information in these right here. So make sure you screenshot that, share it with others as well. Also, since I have your attention on recommended books, here's another. A few of my favorites. If you really want to know the truth about what's going on currently with all these sudden passing away of people, get these books right here. It's going to tell you a lot. And for those that are purging higher teachings in the spiritual books, I highly recommend that you get into the books of remembrance, the whole collection. That's right, brothers and sisters. There's a lot of edification outside of the Bible if you would take the time, because this is the hour that we really need to be in the books and studying the gospel and getting the truth so that we are not deceived and misled like so many people right now. And since I brought up the topic regarding history, I want to share something with you that I came across, which is some good information. And also, you'll find this information here confirmed and validated in those books that I showed you. That's right. But I want you to take a listen about the the Grand Canyon, and also about, Arizona and how you can reach the continent of Africa through Arizona. I always say America is the ancient land, but a lot of people don't want to believe that. But here's some fun facts for us before we leave out of these Melchizedek headlines on this Wednesday, August 20th. Take a listen, brothers and sisters.
The Grand Canyon sure is a surreal and breathtaking place to visit, but have you looked at it closely? I mean, look over here. You see these giant structures. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It makes sense now why people believed that this was somehow related to ancient Egypt. And a lot of people believe that this actually is ancient Egypt. I mean, look at these pyramid-looking mountains. What do you call this? I mean, this looks like a sphinx in all its forms that just wasn't fully restored or kept the same way. It is a megalithic size monument. I'm only saying it's a monument because when you look to the left, you see the exact same structure repeated identically, and then another one in the back. I mean, how much longer can we just pretend that this is natural? What is natural about this?
Would you believe me if I told you that all of the continents are actually connected and you can get to Africa through the Grand Canyon?
Who says you can't walk to Africa from America?
Where are you from?
India.
India? What, you too?
Yeah.
How long have you been walking?
All day.
Did you fly into Mexico and then walk the rest?
Walk.
But where did you fly into?
Walking.
How do you walk from India? Are you from India too?
Pakistan.
Oh, Pakistan. Bangladesh. Okay. Walk from India?
Punjab.
India?
Just to make sure you're on the same page, they walk from Iran, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, into Mexico, and into America. Oh, it's about to get better. So go ahead and like this video, share it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And leave me a comment to let me know what you think.
The Grand Canyons is the gateway.
Discovery that will blow your mind.
Now, how many times have you taken a trip across the pond, as they call it? And it was like a 9+ hour flight. And sometimes it came with a layover. You see this? I'm about to show you the real deal. Take a look. I want you to see how close North and South America actually are to one another. North America and Asia. Asia and Europe. Europe and Australia. Asia and Africa. Asia and Europe. Russia and the US. If either of them try to bomb the other, all of us will go. We're too close together. That's good news. Drum rolls, please. The famous Bering Strait that the people who became the Native Americans crossed from their homeland of Siberia and Mongolia to come into the United States to become the natives of America. As you can clearly see, it does not really look like this. It looks more like this. Please tell me I'm not the only one that can see the writing on the wall, that it doesn't take a 10-hour flight. And layovers are not even necessary to go across the pond in either direction. So what does that tell you? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. As always, they suppress my content and they don't allow very many people to view my videos. They don't want you guys to know the truth. So I'm gonna need y'all's help by doing these things here. Thank you in advance.
Thank you, my sister. Yes, so much information coming out. No wonder the powers that be are trying to suppress and censor these platforms. Brothers and sisters, those are your Melchizedek News headlines for Wednesday, August 20th. I hope you enjoyed. And remember, I need you all to go on Melchizedek Network. And I want you to sign up for the notifications so that you will be aware of when we drop new headlines and for the debut of the new website. It's going to be good. It's going to be very encouraging, motivating, very organized, but it will be independent. That's the most important thing, that the believers of the Most High will have their own presence online that isn't being censored. So that's what's important. And also for edification, we can spread this knowledge and reach many more. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you with some Sistah ChaYah's words of the day. And I pray that these words blessed you. And I'll see you again soon. As always, here on the Melchizedek Network, peace, love, unity, and respect for all people. That's right, for all people. Shalom, family. I love you all with real love and real respect. I still manifest myself to humanity with the same humility that you have always known. The divine word of God has not come to incarnate on earth again, nor has Christ come again to be born in a humble manger. That is no longer necessary, because man no longer needs a material being to offer testimony of the power of God. Although I am manifesting myself through human spokesmen during this era, man shall not believe that my presence is in a material form. It is not. Because the presence of God is spiritual, universal, and infinite. My arrival during this period would not have been necessary if humanity had been living a life of justice and virtue. Thus, it was necessary that I come during this era to awaken man spiritually. If it was announced that my arrival would be amidst wars, unleashed elements in nature, epidemics, and chaos on earth, it was not I who caused these events. I came during this period because I knew that humanity would need me during these times of great ordeals. Those events that were foretold to signal my arrival are now occurring. During this third era, I have come to earth during a period of great suffering and turmoil to awaken and summon a new humanity with love. It is love that inspires man to practice justice, brotherhood, and peace. Hallelujah. Marinate on that. All praises to the Most High. He is here in the spirit, brothers and sisters. Can you hear him? Can you see him? All praises.
I've got one that can see.